Hey guys, what's going on? It's Gatsu. Today we are checking out Arcane Mage in Torghast. Our first power here isn't super interesting, just gives us a little bit of, well, makes casters a little less threatening. Today we have Kyrian ability, which is Radiant Spark. It's going to do a bunch of damage to that guy there. He's going to take some extra arcane damage. And then of course we have these silly little skeletal remains here, which should just be able to go ahead and take care of at a distance safely. Now, for the most part, not too much has changed with Arcane. We have gotten a couple of things, though, that are kind of important here. We have Touch of the Magi, which puts a debuff on our target, and it does basically what it did before in BFA, with the notable exception that this is now a targeted ability. It has a cast time and a cooldown. So whenever we go and we pop our Touch of the Magi there, we have a time limit. But it will go ahead and do quite a bit of damage. I'm going to go ahead and pop that Radiant Spark, lock them in place. Now we're going to try to get some damage out there. Arcane Missiles is actually really strong right now, too. Hey, extra mastery's great. That's extra mana and extra damage. Definitely cannot go wrong with Arcane Explosion either. Go ahead and summon our Kyrian Steward as well. He's going to give us some drinks. Alright, let's run over here and let's go ahead and crack a couple of these phylacteries, get some more Phantasma here. Oh, we've actually got a little bit of a group up here. Oh, we got this silly Maw out. Let's get rid of him. Alright, there we go. Alright, so our Kyrian Steward only has a couple of options. None of these are going to be great, so we're just going to dismiss him here. We don't have any buffs to it yet. Alright, so our biggest HP mob is going to be this prisoner here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit Presence of Mind. Now we're going to use our Radiant Spark. Pop our arcane damage buff there, and we're going to hit arcane power here. We're going to try to hit him real hard. Unfortunately, that actually ended up just killing him way too fast. And of course, we're going to stay just far enough away from these skeletal remains that we don't take the silly, absolutely stupid debuff and, you know, just take a bunch of damage needlessly. Alright. Couple more phylacteries here. Got a Missiles proc. I think Arcane Missiles is probably one of the most iconic spells that mages have. Alright, let's see. So we got a bunch out here going on. We're going to go ahead and pop our Touch of the Magi on that guy there. Now we're going to go ahead and try to blow him up real fast. Yeah, there we go. That definitely worked. Lock them in place. Blow them up. You can see there just tons of damage coming out of those arcane charges. Arcane feels really beefy right now, which I'm thrilled about because it's been very lackluster in BFA. I mean, basically just because you're locked into an odd playstyle where, you know, you're literally just spamming Arcane Blast, and all you have is a burn phase, and that's it. Whereas it seems like right now, at least, with the current incarnation of Arcane here in Shadowlands, it looks actually pretty good. As far as having some damage here and there, a little extra. Now, we actually can't test Altered Time because we're not high enough level, but apparently we can still get that trait for it. That's really annoying, honestly. So you can see I have an Altered Time macro here, but it doesn't do anything because we have not yet learned the spell. Okay, so there we go. Get another soul. Go ahead and blast the Maw Rat. And I'm just going to unload missiles on this guy here. Wow, those guys hit really hard now. My goodness. Alright. Dimensional Blade. Blinking will through a Mall Rat will instantly kill it and grant 3 extra charges to blink. Or at the beginning of each floor, you'll receive intuition telling you to cast a series of spells in a certain order. If you successfully cast these spells in the correct order, your intellect will be increased by 10%. Yeah, we'll try that. That's actually really cool. Gives us something to check every time we level up. We go to another floor here, so. Alright, pop up here on our next floor. And we are going to get a little note here. Refreshment, Nova, Slow Fall, Slow Fall. Refreshment, Nova, Slow Fall, Slow Fall. Alright, so, Conjure Refreshment, Frost Nova, Slow Fall, Slow Fall. And there we go, we got a permanent, yeah, right there. 10% intellect. Not too shabby for doing basically nothing. And that will be super helpful. It's really good we got it on the first floor, because that means we'll actually be able to make use of it here. Alright, so Arcane does not have the greatest in AoE. It does have that Touch of the Magi, though, which is good. And it looks like I've officially hit 58. I've spent a good bit of time on the mage, so not too surprising that I got up to that level already. I've actually just learned Alter Time. And there is Alter Time. Alright, so what did that actually give me whenever I got that talent for it? Maximum duration is increased by 5 seconds, okay. Alright, well that's pretty cool. Well, now we have that to play with. Should be using our Covenant ability way more often. I don't know why I'm not. Okay. Yeah, missiles is good even if you are, not casting it with a proc right now. It just hits for a lot more damage than I think we expected it to. Which isn't a problem. Arcane Missiles is really fun. I love the spell. Alright, so here we've got another Ritualist with a bunch of skeletal remains. So we're going to go ahead and get this set up here, and we're going to Arcane Explosion from hopefully far enough away we don't take all the damage from them. There we go. Now, it really sucks as a ranged class having to deal with those, because you can't always actually deal with them. As a melee, skeletal remains are pretty much the devil. They are the worst things ever. Alright, so this stuff here isn't going to hit too hard. And we did get a missiles proc, so we're going to go ahead and use that right here. Do its damage a little faster. Utilize Barrage there as best we can. Arcane Barrage is super strong spell for sure. Okay, so we've got Mall Rat there. We're going to go ahead and just get this guy set up here to take a bunch of damage. And then, of course, we also have our favorite skeletal remains together there. Alright, we're going to go ahead and just kill a bunch more of these. Okay, another Mall Rat over there. Left him with 7 HP. Nice, nice. Alright. Just pop a missiles there. Now, of course, in higher floors, if you run into multiple caster mobs, your best bet will typically just be to use LOS to your advantage. Which, again, not easy to do if you're not a range class. Alright. Thankfully, we are. Ooh, an Anima power. What do we get here? Hey, reduces the cast time of Blast. Nice. So it's now a 1.5 second cast. That's honestly very fast. Sorry, 1.8. Forgot I had a stack of Arcane Charge. Okay. So it looks like we've got a little room here. It's going to have an extra power for us. So we'll go ahead and take over with that. Very fond of Barrage. Alright. Remote Sheep Detonator. Polymorphed enemies become a ticking time bomb, accumulating 500 arcane damage every 3 seconds. When the polymorph ends, the energy is released, damaging all enemies within 10 yards. Or reduce the cooldown of Radiant Spark, which is our carrying ability there by 5 seconds. While this sounds fun, I don't know that I'm really going to get to use it, unless we get real high up. So, worst case scenario, it'll pop up again. That's one of those powers you'll see quite often. Alright, so let's get in here. Maul Rat to blow up, and a Bones. Trying to avoid taking damage as much as possible here, because mages are still a little squishy. Big crits, big crits. There we go. Alright, well that one hit us. That's okay, though. We can survive a couple of hits. Ooh, nice big room. Okay. So we can have some fun here. So let's go ahead and let's have some fun in this room here. We're going to pop our mirror images and arcane power. The images took most of the fire there, so we were able just to jump in and just blow it all up. Oh, we only get one choice of a power there. Okay. And, okay, looks like we only get the choice of that power twice in a row. It's really unfortunate. Alright, so here is our fairly easy to deal with enemy here. Got our spark out there. There we go, easy peasy. You'll automatically cast invisibility when you die, hiding you from the jailer and preventing your death from being noticed. This effect is then consumed. Blink's cooldown reduced by 3 seconds, or radius of explosion increased by 4 yards. We're going to take that radius of explosion. That sounds really good. I mean, when in doubt, get more range on it, right? Alright, so we should have another scroll here. Explosion, Nova, Blink, Slow Fall. Alright, so then. Explosion, Nova, Blink, Slow Fall. 2 stacks. Alright. This is the good old freebie floor. We got a couple of Anima powers for free. Extends the duration of Radiant Spark by 4 seconds. Sure. That sounds great. We really want to buff that ability as best we can. Alright, damage of Arcane Blast is increased by 2,000% when you cast it while invisible. Polymorph creatures generate their health 75% more slowly, and the first 3 attacks don't break the effect. Or movement speed at the edge of the hallway. Yeah, we're going to try this 2,000% Arcane Blast damage. That sounds great. Alright. Radius of Arcane Explosion is increased by 4 yards again. Or absorbs of the barriers. Yeah, let's get that one defensive one. That seems like a good one to have. This Anima power here, we've got either extends duration of Spark, or killing a Malrek gets you 2% health up to 100%. Well. Yeah, let's go ahead and extend the duration of that by a little bit more. That Covenant ability's really good. Okay. Pick up our last 2 souls here. I think these floors sometimes take longer than, you know, a standard floor, because you actually want to do everything on the floor while you're in here. Alright. Get 300 Phantasma, reduce cooldown on Blink, or Radiant Spark's initial damage is increased by 100%. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Let's take 100% extra damage on something. When in doubt, take the damage increase, am I right? So we're going to get 2 plundered Anima cells. We have 71 left. So we can either get max health, crit healing and damage, or haste. We're going to go ahead and just take the haste. And we got 2 Anima powers to grab here. Ooh, Timebreaker's Paradox. Time Warp lasts 300% longer but causes all affected players to die at the end. Ooh. Spells cast during Alter Time reduce your remaining cooldowns of all spells by 1 second. Alright, I like that one a little better. Okay. Your first Arcane Explosion on the floor deals 850% additional damage? Whoa! Okay. That seems good. So, we now have a 2,000% multiplier on Arcane Blast from... Oh, boy. Oh, and look at all these mobs. Okay. Alright, so it's just Arcane Intellect 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, 30% intellect. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. This floor here is pretty wide open. I'm gonna go ahead and just keep breaking these phylacteries. Oh, wait, I'm getting huge increases to that, too. Alright, let's go ahead and try to sheep this guy here. And we're gonna go ahead and hit this. Alright, I'm going to do my best here to stay alive. That did 16,000 damage to all of them. My god. That was cool. Alright. And we're going to go ahead and cast Invis now. And I'm going to do 1 Arcane Blast to this guy. See how much it hits for. 218,000. Wow. Big numbers are real, man. Whew. Alright, so we gotta get this, and then we have to jump in here. And we have to channel, we have to destroy this here. Come on, we can do it. There we go. Alright. Root them in place. And then just stand back and blow these up. There we go. Well, that worked out really well. Alright, so hitting this thing for a decent amount of damage off of Arcane Blast. Yeah, this radius is great when it's, you know, 4 yards higher. Or 4 yards bigger, rather. More blasts. Come on. Alright, so we got a soul. Gonna go ahead and just cast over there and take care of them real quick. Use that Covenant ability I keep talking about. Wow, that hit for almost 7,000 there. Whew, that's pretty good. Okay, so over here we've got a little trapdoor area that we can blink over. Mage for the win. This apparently just goes up and up and up and up and up to just a phylactery. Alright, that's fine. We like phylacteries. Alright, and what do we got for pending powers here? Is it going to show anything? Okay, there we go. Interrupting enemies cast increases your damage, reduces your damage taken by 15% for 20 seconds, or looting Phantasma gets us a shield. Yeah, we're going to take another shield. That sounds great. Definitely cannot go wrong with extra shielding. I mean, worst case scenario, we are extremely tanky. Oh, now they're going to evade. Okay. Yeah, Arcane Mage definitely feels good and strong, and I think that's just because the spec itself doesn't really, it doesn't really rely on much of the gear in BFA. Do you need specific Azerite traits and things for it to work? Sure. But the thing with the BFA version of this spec is that, what it has, as far as Azerite traits that work, have been rolled into talents already. Or are things that we've wanted for a while. So it doesn't really do too much that it's a problem. Oh, this is a nice big room. I kind of just want to pull the whole thing, but I know that's a very bad idea. So, let's just do that. Hey, look at that. No problem, just took out the whole room. Is that the only power that's on this one? Okay. So, again, reduce cast time. Fine by me. I can blast harder. Alright, so here is our friend that we're supposed to help. Looks like he was separated from his companion, so we gotta go find him. Oh, we gotta find Buttons. Buttons is a... Pretty sure he's a little, like, whatchamacallit. Not gargantuan. Darn, I forget what the heck he is. He's one of the patchwork guys. Yeah. He looks like patchwork, but much smaller. Okay. Still a little too close there. Alright, so here is our end of the floor area. Oh, and look, here's Buttons. Right, in combat. Gotta kill these first. Right. Alright, so we're gonna say Buttons. Abomination. That's what I was looking for. Abomination. That's right. Okay. So our options are get 10 freed souls, their currency, which we actually don't really have anything to do with right now, or your spells and attacks have a chance to grant you versatility for 15 seconds. Yeah, we're going to take that. Getting a ton of versatility seems like a great idea. Alright. Next, we're going to go ahead and try to destroy this here. Ooh. Well, that definitely hit me. Yeah, thankfully these are... Thankfully Arcane seems to actually be pretty decently tuned You know, I don't feel like I'm missing out on a ton by not having, you know, something from BFA or Legion. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and pop Arcane Power and all that stuff. We're going to go ahead and blast this guy. He's going to die real fast. Yeah. Melts with Arcane Power up. Your Conjure Refreshment also gets that. Oh, here we go. Your attacks have a chance to curse your target, dealing 26,000 shadow damage over a couple of seconds. Seems good. Seems good. Alrighty, floor number 5. Where are we going? Okay. A Necrolord prisoner is here. Okay. I don't know why when I blinked, I slipped. What on earth is causing me to slip like that? Oh, I didn't pay attention to the sequence. See, I fell over. It doesn't give me a debuff or anything, or even anything to see where it looks like, you know, where I got anything like that. Okay, increases critical strike chance by 5%. Why am I getting randomly stunned? What's causing me to get stunned? I don't understand. Yeah, I legitimately do not know why I'm getting stunned. It's got to be something I'm missing here. Is there some kind of a debuff on things? I don't know. It's really weird. Oh wow, I got 2 scrolls. Or, yeah. Scrolls. I mean, Anima powers. Nice big axe there. Yep, I fall over. Okay. It's very strange. I honestly don't know what's knocking me over. This is gonna bug me. Your soul enters the Soul Keeper. So that's whenever I get the, so whenever I get these souls here, get the Soul's Blessing. I'm gonna go ahead and just break all these. So we got 10% damage per one of these we break. That is pretty good. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take that polymorph one here. See if we can make use of that. Well, led to a dead end. And we're looking for a war sword for our friend from the Covenant here. Alright. Alright, well, there's stuff here. And yes, I am purposely not hitting Arcane Blast, purely so I can get a really big one out of stealth here in a little bit. Not using Arcane Blast as Arcane seems insane. Alright, so there I actually got a big versatility buff. Got a soul here. More souls, more souls. Alright, so here is his war sword. We just gotta get out of combat first. Still in combat. Alright, here we go. Collect that. He'll be happy. Teaches you Polymorph Mallrat, which works on undead creatures. That's pretty cool. Alright, and oh, apparently we can get extra versatility. Does this... It does stack, it says. Okay, it says stacks, but it doesn't look like it actually stacks. Okay. So we need to hit F6. Laugh at my typing, go for it. Tools tip says sacks, but this Anima power does not stack. Cool. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to hit this Mallrat here with that. We have got, it looks like 27 stacks. It's going to be 270% on him. So we're going to go ahead and hit Invis, hit Arcane Power, and I messed that up. Alright, well, either way, that was a lot of damage. I should have hit Arcane Power and then gone Invis. Time Warp increases the rate at which time passes by 30%. Oh, here we go. Triune Ward. This is actually one of the powers that it looks to be like it might be a legendary power as well. Casting any barrier gets you all the barriers. That's a pretty neat power. Alright, should be a boss floor here. Floor number 6. Nice. Still fall over. Slow Fall, Conjure, Nova, Explosion. Alright, Slow Fall, Conjure, Nova. And then we're going to go ahead and hold on to our last ability here. We want to make sure we hold on to it so we'll get it during the fight. But we also don't want to lose it here before we talk to the broker. So we can get 2 more Anima powers. Go ahead and just grab Oberon Endurance, and I guess we can grab, the rest don't matter. Alright, so let's grab 2 more Anima powers before we fight this boss here. Your Fire Blast launches your enemy in the air. Cool, I'll take that. And 1 more here. I guess we'll do Increased Phantasma, because I'm pretty sure this will be the last one. Alright, so. I'm going to wait for greater invisibility to come up. Although, actually, it doesn't really matter. Oh no, we can do that, and then hit our... we gotta hit Arcane Explosion first. It doesn't really matter. Okay. That's only mildly annoying. Well, you can use that basically as an interrupt then. That's pretty sweet. Go ahead and put out our Touch of the Magi here. This should explode momentarily for a bunch of damage. And there we go. We killed it. We beat the boss. That boss was way, way easier than the last one I fought. Still falling over. I still don't know what causes that. So because that orange portal is there, it does mean it's the end of our run. In general, I think Arcane is great. It's a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys enjoy Arcane as well. And it looks like Mage is going to be in a very good place for Shadowlands, especially if you're not playing Fire. Playing Fire is a little bit of a different story, but we'll get to that some other time. Anyway, guys, thanks for checking out the video today. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, downvote it. Let me know why in the comments. Check me out over there on Patreon. I'm over on Twitter. I have a Facebook page, too. You can find it real easy. Just search for Gatsu Gaming. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!